Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium, home field of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a playoff team from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Sooners will kick this away to get us going. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going, what we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. To throw, it's Rayner. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Back to throw again. Caught in the backfield. It's Powell. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Using his legs, it's Powell. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on 3rd down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big 3rd down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. He escapes the pocket. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And he's got it. 57 yards out and never in doubt.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And now from the pistol formation. And there's a handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. He lets it rip. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the 1st down.
The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. That's the first punt today for the offense. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looks left and finds his target there. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. The catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle, but 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Has the 1st down and more. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And the Gamecocks lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Rayner. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a strong stiff arm. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
And here we see the quarterback read the second-level vacancy that was emerging, and the back did the rest. Huge run for the offense.
The Gamecocks are in the red zone. On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a 1st down. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
And the Gamecocks will line up now. It's 1st and goal. The receiver grabs it. Touchdown, South Carolina. Great connection there for 6 points. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And the returner is brought down. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Picks up the first, looking for more. He's in the clear. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Down, Sooners.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Play action here on first down. On the move now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
To the air, it's Rayner. With the catch, it's Powell. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long. So this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
Looking for the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch! Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice game, getting closer to midfield.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
The Gamecocks with 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Clark. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Receiver in motion now. Makes the handoff, looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Bad coach keeps the punt team on the sidelines for 4th down. Looking to throw. It's Rayner. He's got it, and no for a 1st down. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the...
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking to scramble. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on 1st down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
And the Gamecocks looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Scanning the field, it's Rayner. Moves out of the pocket. He throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this third down.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. And looking to throw now on first down. The pass rush closing in. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, the defense took the field. They mean business. First play of the drive, getting after the quarterback for a huge sack and getting him behind the chains. Love to see it.
Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. After the sack on first down, it's second down. They'll run it with the draw play. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Running out of time in the pocket. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Sooners come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Brown. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Becoming a solid drive. They got a first down right at the 49. Pressure is coming. Makes the catch downfield. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First and 10 now for the offense. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They finally stop him, but a solid play sets him up. First and goal at the 9. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Interesting idea here near the goal line, relying on the speed to get to the edge. It didn't work out this time, but maybe give it another look later on.
Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. Quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
What a job by this offense here near the end of the half, leaning on the run game to cut into this lead and make this a one-possession game. Talk about seizing some momentum.
And the PAT is good. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. To throw, it's Rayner. And they heave it deep downfield. He fires this throw and is intercepted. He's bringing it back. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover three. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Handoff heading left. They test the middle there, but get nothing. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. Trying to knock it through from 48 yards away. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. They start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. The first play of the drive now from the 25. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Quick throw to the left. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws, it's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Grab down the middle. It's Powell. Tackles made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. One more play before they head to the locker room. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw to the left side, and it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Defense setting up for a passing down now with 7 DBs on the field. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Lets it go quickly. What a catch! They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick this away to begin the second half. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Second down after that previous play. It's a shotgun run call. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Keeps it on a design run. Running with purpose. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Been a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. On the move now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. to throw it on 3rd and very long. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up into the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
So the first snap in the red zone, in this defense, I'll tell you what, they are up for the challenge. A big sack that could really lessen the damage on this drive.
The sack sets up 2nd down. It's a draw to the back. Slings right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Now the offense dialing up a draw play, but it goes backwards. Not exactly what they were hoping for in that play call.
So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot. 3rd and very long. Back to pass. It's Dampier. Pulls it in. It's Tatum. Here he goes. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
Chris, they're going to come up a little bit short of the first down, but this is a great effort here by the entire offense to give themselves at least a chance, a much better chance of converting here if they decide to go for it on 4th down.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. He was on target with his first kick. This one is from just 26 yards out. Makes it look easy.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. It's a nice game. They'll move the football up to the 27.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
After a first down loss at 2nd and long from their 25. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He'll be taken down. There is a flag on the field. We'll see if this sack holds up. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? To dart to the left side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Now moving the receiver now before the snap. Back to pass. It's Dampier. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Sooners. Too much speed for the defense. Kirk, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble now. The senior calls his own number. Picks up the first down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. Deep throw across his body to the left. It's caught inside the 30. Still on his feet. And they're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the third quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. To throw, it's Rayner. That's caught. It's Power.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And the Gamecocks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it right near the end zone. He will score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Now the all-important extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They're going to run it here. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Gonna run it. It's Tatum. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. They're going to run it. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. See if he can make something happen with the return. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They'll change the pre-snap look now. He's running out of time here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
And that's just a great job by this defense of affecting the rhythm of this offense. These guys are in go mode here in the fourth quarter, trying to come back to win this game, and the defense is meeting the challenge so far.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking downfield. It's Rayner. Makes the catch. It's Barber. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion sets up a third down play. Quick pass, the catch is made. The Gamecocks look to keep this drive moving.
Boy, the quarterback looks so confident there with this throw. Good job up front with the offensive line protecting on a pivotal third down. And anytime you're trailing in a game, you want to be able to convert. So good job by this offense.
Finds his man. It's Powell. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion sets up a second down play. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. First down and more. He's still running. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Back to throw. It's Rayner. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Down 1 possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quick throw to his receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Barber. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this fourth down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. And the Gamecocks line up on 1st and 10 now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They've got it in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Made the catch, but he was surrounded. There not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Scanning the field, it's Rayner. Grab down the middle, it's Smith. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Movement here from the tight end. First and goal, handoff. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Chris, that's positive yards on first and goal, which is obviously good. But now we're at this point in the game. Critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Caught behind the line. It's Odom. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. They'll look to throw it on third and goal. Moves out of the pocket. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They've taken the lead with time running down.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback with the game on the line. He finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they score late to take the lead.
And they tack on the extra point. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can hold on. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. But he's got some space here. Gets some blocks. Can he make it? All the way for a touchdown. What a highlight moment. The kickoff taken all the way back for a touchdown.
Man, a kick return for a touchdown is one of the most electrifying plays in football. Everything has to align right. Great blocks. Return man hits the crease just like he did there. Then he's off to the races. By the way, if I'm the kickoff coverage team, I don't know if I'd be kicking to this guy anymore.
That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Back to throw. It's Rayner. Quick throw, testing the middle. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just takes a knee.